So welcome back. So in previous lecture we have seen uh, TTL logic family under bipolar. It has three configurations: open collector configuration, totem pole configuration, and tri-state configuration. So open collector configuration already we discussed in previous lecture. The advantage of open collector or applications of open collector are wired AND gate is possible, and you can share the common bus. Okay, but there the problem is, since we are connecting a passive external pull-up resistor, in order to get proper pull-up action, an external resistor is must. Okay, so that resistor acts as a passive passive pull-up load. Because of that passive load, it consumes more power. Now to decrease that power, it is better to use active load instead of the passive load. Okay, so therefore now if you see the circuit diagram here, one more transistor Q4 is connected between the collector of Q3 transistor and VCC. Okay, of course, in addition, diode also there. This is called the totem pole connection because the transistor Q4 sit on transistor Q3. That's why it is called totem pole. Then rest of the network is similar to the previous. Already you know that TTL is a modified form of DTL. The transistor Q1 replaces input diodes and D1 diode, whereas transistor Q2 replaces diode D2. Okay, Q3 is as it is. And you know the transistor Q2 there, the purpose of transistor Q2 improves the fan out. Okay, the same thing you can also apply here. In addition, it acts as a phase split transistor. It acts as a phase split. That means since the transistor Q3 and Q4 are in the push-pull fashion, push-pull, that means if transistor Q3 is in on means definitely the transistor Q4 in the half state. Suppose if the Q3 half means, then definitely the transistor Q4 in on. Okay, so that is achieved by this phase splitting transistor. Okay, it maintains proper base voltages. That's why if one transistor is in on means automatically other transistor in off state. Okay, so let us see that action. So to switch on the transistor Q4, first of all let us see how much its base voltage we require. That is, its VB, transistor Q4 VB 0.6 volts plus this diode drop. That is around 1.2 volts base voltage it needs to switch on transistor Q4. Okay, so suppose assume the Q3 is in on. Q3 is in on means its VB voltage Q3 on means Q2 also in on, that too in saturation regions, right? So here on means VB voltage is 0.6 volts plus the VCE voltage 0.2 volts. So totally at the base of transistor Q4, the voltage from that point to ground is 0.2 volts plus 0.6, 0.8 volts we are getting. But that 0.8 volts is not enough to switch on transistor Q4. So minimum how much voltage we require to switch on 1.2 volts. But now that voltage is less than that one, hence the Q4 transistor in half state definitely. Okay, suppose if this diode is not used, what happens? This transistor Q4 goes to on state, but that is not the criteria. If Q3 is in on, definitely the Q4 should be off. Okay, that is the purpose why the diode is placed in between these two transistors. Similarly, suppose Q3 is in half. Q3 half means automatically Q2 also in half state. Therefore, around 0.5 volts are available at the base of transistor Q4. Hence, it is greater than 1.2 volts. So Q4 acts as a on. So Q4 on when the Q3 is in half. Okay. So that is the push-pull action we can observe here. Okay. So then the rest of the action is same. That is it work as an AND gate or not means we have observed in previous case with the low inputs of A and B, the transistor Q3 in half state, or if one of the input is low, the transistor Q3 in open circuit, hence the output is high. Okay, if both the inputs are at logic 1, the transistor Q3 is in on state, hence the output is short circuited voltage, it is very low. Okay, so mainly the advantage of this network is because of using active load, active pull-up load, the power dissipation is less. The power dissipation is less compared to open collector model. Okay, but here the drawback is we can't get that wired AND gate action, and also we can't share the common bus in order to transmit the data, right? The next topic is about tri-state device is not I mean, as per syllabus I like to discuss these two configurations. If you want to know about that tri-state configuration, you can go through the book. Okay. So in next class you have to see Schottky model, that is Schottky TTL model. That is, here what happens is almost all the transistors are operate in saturation region except Q4. Okay, that is for getting the on and off states. On and off states, here we are using cutoff and saturation. Cutoff and saturation. So once the transistor in saturation region, so to switch off it takes certain time because of the storage, okay. So to avoid that storage, it is better to operate storage time, better to operate the transistor in between cutoff and active, not in the deep saturation. Okay, so but with the ordinary bipolar junction transistors it is not possible. That's why all these transistors are replaced by the Schottky transistors. Okay, so that the speed can be improved. Okay, the speed can be improved because the transistor not operate into deep saturation, it operates in active and cutoff. Therefore the storage time is very less. So that the speed of the gate will be improved. That is the idea of using Schottky model. In next class we will see what is Schottky diode and Schottky transistor. Okay, then Schottky TTL configuration, right?